Hey guys, welcome back to
I eat
Pie.
pie.
And today we are eating Vietnamese food.
Yep. Mine I made because it's super easy to make their lemongrass chicken bowls. And his he ordered.
Yeah, because I wanted a bunch of stuff. So we have grilled lemongrass pork and grilled lemongrass chicken.
Oh.
Yeah. And then over here we have two spring rolls. One of them is veggie, one of them is chicken. We don't know which one is which until we try it.
Who loves spring rolls? I don't know anybody that doesn't like spring rolls. They're so good.
Unless it's bad spring rolls. Nobody likes them.
Oh yeah, okay, don't eat bad spring rolls. Okay.
So yeah, we're just gonna pray and then we'll start eating. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this food. I just pray that you bless this food. Amen.
Oh man.
Where's my utensils?
I gave you right here.
Oh. Okay. There they are.
Because he thinks I forget about him. Actually, I want to found.
Yeah, I'm gonna try one of the spring rolls first.
Do you want satay sauce, peanut sauce?
I'm gonna try the peanut sauce. Which one did you get? The chicken or the?
No, veggie. So good.
I dip mine in the fish sauce. Can't wait to eat one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They're really good. We're actually really hungry.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just like eating and like not talking.
We went for a 2-hour walk today.
Mm-hmm.
Longest walk I've done in the last couple months.
So I know that I overcooked my noodles. They are.
How do you know?
Well, because they kind of
a good idea.
fall apart more.
So I guess if I don't put too much, they won't be drippy all over.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. It should be fine. Put a few onion flakes on there. Cilantro.
But speaking of
Green onion.
ASMR, we are thinking about doing ASMR. What do you guys think? Do it on this channel or start another one? And just do strictly ASMR.
I think it'd be easier if we do a separate channel just because then if people don't want to watch ASMR, they don't get like stuck, you know what I mean? Like in our videos watching ASMR, I don't know.
True.
But let us know.
Some chicken. You know why I like Vietnamese food? Because there's so many different textures.
Mm-hmm.
You got a crunch factor. You got a soft texture from the meat. You got sweet, savory. It's good.
What's your favorite dish? You always get the same one?
No. Well, usually I'll get like a beef short rib with the classic stuff like the vegetables and stuff. But today I got the chicken and the pork.
Wonder how many people are ambidextrous using chopsticks.
With bigger things, it's probably easier. Oh, you're gonna talk about your childhood stories?
My bullying.
Yeah.
I was actually just thinking that. Okay, story time. Did you say you were never bullied though?
Like people call me names, but I didn't care.
Wait, why did they call you names? No, I didn't say I cared. I just was like, you've never been.
No. No.
bullied ever?
No.
That's pretty impressive. Why do you think that is? Because you stuck to yourself and didn't talk to anybody?
I don't know. I was friends with everybody. When does bullying usually start? In like elementary school?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely not elementary school. Maybe because I was friends with like the older kids. But you were friends with the older kids as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll stop eating and then tell my story. So, obviously I'm not going to use his real name because that would just be rude.
So it rhymes with
No, don't even.
I and
No.
I'm just kidding.
You're just kidding. Anyway, so, what grade would I have been in? At this point, we lived in Prince George, so we were way up north, where the winters were like freezing cold. I think it got down to like minus 40. And yes, we were still walking to school in it was minus 30 for sure. We were only there for I think 2, maybe 3 winters. We were only there for 2.5 school years anyways. And so in my first year there, maybe that's also my problem, being like new kid. Anyway, so first year there, I made friends. It was awesome. It was great. Lots of the girls were really nice. But there was this one blonde boy, that he was a year older than me. And he would always block me. If he saw me in the hallway, he would block me and like try not to let me go past. And I'd be super irritated. Until finally I would like get around or whatever. I never like pushed him or shoved him. I just would like try to like, get past or move around or quickly skirt around.
Did he always smirk and like?
Yeah, he always thought it was funny. He was like, ha, like thought it was funny. And I was just like.
And he only do it to you or what?
Yep. No, he'd let my friends go by and like.
Really?
Oh yeah. This is what I'm saying. Made me like super upset. And I'd be like I tell him like, leave me alone, stop, like go bug somebody else, like whatever, right? Anyways. I don't know, this happened for probably months, I would say. And I'm like, I was raised with like, you be nice to people, you don't, like say anything mean back to them, that sort of thing, right? So I was never like mean to him. I never said anything like mean back to him other than like, you're bugging me or like, leave me alone, like go away, like those types of things. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so I'm like at my locker and my parents would often like come into the school to pick us up. And then sometimes we'd go out and meet them outside. It just would be whatever they wanted us to do. Anyway, so I just remember, so I must have been grade 7. I think that was grade 7, 6 or 7. No, grade 7. And I had finished in my locker, got all my stuff, was ready to go home. And of course, the hallways are crowded with all the kids, right? Going this way, that way, whatever. They're crowded. So I'm kind of like weaving my way through. There's a long hallway. And of course, there's there at the end of my day. Oh, you can bleep it out, can't you?
Yeah.
Okay, he'll be. What? Anyway, so of course he's there. And he's like, I just remember him being like, oh, so you think you're going home? Well, then I was like, yeah, of course I'm going home. Like, where else would I be going?
Was he taller than you?
Yep. He was probably, at that time, he was probably close to a head taller than me. Because I remember having to, like, look up at him. Mm. So then, anyways, I was like, man, this sucks. Like, my day's ended. I don't want to be bugged by this guy. Like, and so anyways, it was like picture perfect moment I see my awesome dad standing right behind him, and I like looked just around, see, and I was like, "Hey, Dad." Okay, let me tell you something about my dad. My dad used to be like, he used to work out at the gym all the time. He's big. He's like massive shoulders. Like, he's just very thick. And he used to always wear like a leather jacket. He's got like a beard, a big dark beard, mustache. His like, full head of hair. He still has a full head of hair. That's amazing. So like, he was very intimidating looking, especially with his leather jacket and just his massive size. He's short, but he's very like thick. Anyway, so he was taller than this kid. So I look around him. I'm like, "Hey, Dad." The kid turns right around. Dad's like right in his face, and he's like, "Oh, hello," and moves, like steps right out of my way. And I was like, "Oh yeah, this is my dad." I am not kidding you. The next day, he did not bug me at all. In fact, he said hello to me. He was like super nice. I can remember even seeing him the following year at the mall, and he was like, "Oh, hey, Shan." I was like, "Hey, like, okay, we're cool." Like,
never apologized?
No, I don't think he ever apologized. But I mean, I like, as long as he wasn't bugging me, like, I was cool with him. Like, I didn't, you know what I mean? Like, it was like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But man, it was like picture perfect moment. You know, when your dad, and it was just like, I was just like, my dad is like my hero. You know, like, "Hi, thank you, Dad, for saving me from this ridiculous boy."
What was your dad's face like when he saw the kid?
My dad's like him and I have a very similar disposition. Like, he wasn't like angry. He wasn't like, he just, I think, was kind of like, what, like, what are you doing blocking my daughter kind of thing. You know what I mean? But he was like happy. It wasn't like, what are you doing? He, just like, oh, hey, like, kind of whatever. But it was so perfect. I'll never forget that. That was awesome. Anyways, that was my bullying story. And my bully stopped bullying me the very next day. Which was, oh man, epic.
Yeah,
my dad, I know. Such a hero.
And that was the only time you got bullied?
No.
Story 2.
Well, yeah, but should we save that for another one? Maybe you were the bully.
Maybe.
To his sister.
No. Doesn't count.
Yeah, it does. You should be nice to your siblings. Mm-hmm.
You should. But sometimes it's hard.
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying it's not hard.
Siblings know how to push the buttons.
Push all the buttons, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can learn to control yourself with your siblings, you'll be able to control yourself with anybody.
That's true.
And I think our world is sorely lacking people who can control themselves. Leave a comment below. Tell me if you guys were bullied, or maybe you're like, Grant, you never got bullied.
Or maybe you're the bully. Shame on you. But I hear behind the bully is a bigger bully. So maybe they had like someone else bullying them.
I thought you were going to say it was an insecure person.
Well, yeah, that.
I was like, yeah, I've heard that too.
That too, but it's also usually coming from like the home too, right? Where they're getting
I see what you mean.
They're getting like abused by the parents, and then they don't have an outlet.
Or neglect from the parents. So there's no like, there's not bullying, but there's no love either. There's no discipline. There's no parents don't care. But no, my dad is my hero. He was a celebrity. Remember in our Q&A, which celebrity would you like really want to meet?
Mm-hmm.
If my dad was a celebrity, he's the one I'd want to meet.
Even though you know him?
Even though I know him. But that's what I mean, like, just people.
He's had some really crazy like stories that.
My dad, yeah. He has ridiculous amounts of stories. We used to sit at the dinner table, And all us kids would just be quiet while Dad was telling his stories.
Mm-hmm.
He had a really hard life growing up, though.
But if you ever meet him, he'll tell you about it.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll tell you how God changed his life.
Yeah. He met Jesus. Not till he was in his 20s, though. But him and Mom knew each other since they were teens.
Is it the veggie
I think
one?
this is the chicken one.
Mm. They both were really good.
You want to put some satay sauce on them?
Yeah. Really awesome.
I was just thinking I wanted to put it on mine. I was like, maybe you want to put it on yours.
Rice. Also, we were reading a couple of the Would You Rather questions. They're pretty good.
A couple of them. Oh my goodness, you guys. You guys went crazy.
Yeah, there's one
Like,
guy.
how many questions do we have now? Like a million?
I think there's one guy that he didn't do it in one post. He did like one post.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it had to be like at least 20 questions or so.
We've got a lot of Would You Rather.
Mm-hmm. So we'll probably have to do a few parts. At least a two-parter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
How many of you tried the satay sauce?
It's very common in like hot pot. You use it like a dipping sauce. That's where I first had it.
Mm-hmm. The first time you showed me, I wasn't a huge fan.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Was it just like a different, like a new taste that you never had before, and then you're like, do I like it? Do I like it?
No, because I can figure out pretty fast if I like something or not.
Mm.
You know? I've been eating with my left hand this whole time.
They're awesome.
You want more cube?
Oh,
More cubes? More cucumbers? You know what else would be interesting to know? If you guys just write in the comments if you're right-handed or left-handed. Or I mean,
she's right-handed, but she can eat with your left
I
hand.
can write with my left as well.
Yeah.
Not like super neat. You'd be like, that's probably her left hand.
Mm.
But I just taught myself in school because one day I was like, oh, the teacher wanted me to write something on the chalkboard, and I just thought it'd be funny. I don't know why. I was like, I'll try writing it with my left hand on the chalkboard. And I was like, whoa, that's way easier than I thought it would be.
I forgot where, but this was a long time ago. Like children that wrote with their left hand, they would get punished, and then they would be forced to write with the right hand.
Yeah. My mother-in-law, that's what happened to her.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was only like 40 years ago.
Like a private school or just Dutch school in general?
No. Actually, I don't know if she was at a private school or not. I assume she went to MEI.
Oh, yeah, that was true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Last bite for me.
We didn't even drink any water. We're full now, my love.
I was super hungry before.
It was so good.
Well, guys, thanks for joining us for supper. We'll catch you next time where we eat. I don't know. What will we eat? Make sure you like our video, comment,
Do all the things.
notification bell.
Because you
And
guys are awesome.
we'll catch you next time. Next time on I Eat